guys! So today I'm going to show you how to gently release your diaphragm. So the diaphragm muscle is a parachute-shaped muscle that's big and domey that sits right underneath your ribs, and it's the muscle most responsible for our breathing. So as we inhale, our diaphragm expands and moves down, and then as we exhale, it floats back up. So when we breathe, the diaphragm is constantly doing this, parachuting up and down, right? And that is also moving the pelvic floor at the base of your pelvis. So we've got this nice fluid movement happening in the diaphragm and the pelvic floor, if we're breathing effectively, that is. When that is not happening, if we're breathing shallow up here, or if we're holding onto our core and are gripping our core muscles all the time, then that diaphragm is going to get stuck and it's not going to move very much. So this means a lot of things. This means that the organs and all the tissues and fascia in your gut area is not going to get the movement it needs to function properly. So digestion could be off, just fluids and stuff is not going to be moving in there. Remember that we are mostly made of water. Our bodies are 75% water, and stagnant water does not do very well. So especially in this region of the body, we really want things to be pumping and flowing, and simply breathing with your diaphragm is going to make that happen. So if your diaphragm is stuck, which a lot of people nowadays, they are stuck from sitting, not moving our torsos enough, not moving our spine enough, and stress, shallow breathing, that is all going to contribute to a sticky diaphragm. So when we can free that up, we're freeing up movement in the fluids and the tissues and the organs. We're also helping to move our thoracic spines more. This can help unlock your hips. The benefits are endless. So if you want to follow me, I'll show you some simple ways you can release your diaphragm. So simply, you're going to find the diaphragm. So right under your ribs, right? You're starting up here in the sternum, going all the way down, wrapping around into those floating ribs in the back. We're going to start by just gently working your fingers underneath, and then breathe. And then just slowly work your way along the edge of your ribs. So you can kind of get your finger pads like in and up underneath the rib. And as you inhale, you want to feel your belly expand and fill up into the fingers. And then as you exhale, you can sink the fingers a little deeper into that tissue. And then just slowly work your way all the way down. And you might find that there's certain spots that are a bit grippier or thicker or more tender. So maybe just pause and breathe into those sticky spots a little bit more when you find them. You can do this sitting the way I am, or you can do this laying down. It can be really nice as well. Okay, so that's one way you can help to release the diaphragm. The next way is you can actually lay on some balls. So these are Franklin method balls. They're my favorite balls out there. They're kind of hard to find, so if you want a pair, let me know. But there's other balls out there that can work, but you want something that's squishy and has a lot of give to it, and it's not hard. Okay, so I'm going to place the balls underneath that same area, right under the ribs, and I'm just going to simply lay on them. So place them underneath. Lay down. I like to bring my hands, arms out like a little diamond. Rest your head to the floor. And then you just breathe. So you inhale, feel your belly expanding down to the balls. And then exhale, try to surrender and melt deeper. And as you inhale, you can think about your back ribs widening and expanding into the back space. So take like 5 or 6 breaths there, and that can feel quite intense. Emotions can come up, So don't be alarmed if that feels quite intense. Definitely something to work towards. This is the big mother ball. This one would be a lot more intense. You put it right underneath the ribs, right in the center. And same thing, you just let your head relax down, let your shoulders relax, let your legs relax, and you just breathe. Whew. And sometimes even just 5 or 6 breaths there can do the job. And then to finish, it's nice to come onto your back. And then just take a couple of breaths. So maybe put your hands around your ribs. And just notice if that freed anything up. You might feel like it's easier to get your breath from the belly up into the chest and then letting it go again. You can always go back and test out the diaphragm, putting your fingers in there, breathing into it again. So there's lots to explore with this, but there you go. Give that a try, explore your diaphragm. Whew, I feel definitely some more energy like lifting up into my head. That's telling me that my breath is moving more fully. So enjoy and let me know if you have any questions.